We got Rogal Dorn toy without mustache.
So he's not my Rogal Dorn. Also, he has a very full head of hair.
Yeah,
That is a lot of hair.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a severe lack of like widow's peak, or it's such a bold hairline for such a aged man that it looks like he's got implants, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Wow.
But it's pretty cool. It's posable. It's a war Barbie, and it's pretty cool. Which is interesting because the other two are both 40k Primarchs.
Mm-hmm.
This one's a 30k.
Oh, okay. So this is 10,000 years ago. So he's only, what, like...
Oh, he's only a couple hundred years old.
Yeah. Okay, sure, yeah.
I guess silver. Does he dye his hair silver?
No, that's probably part of the genes thing, right?
So it's not turned white. It
No.
was always white.
Yeah.
Okay. I think he might look better with like the salt and pepper look.
Yeah, I think it would be a good vibe, but he needs a fucking mustache. I need him to have those big mutton chops.
Yeah, he would look so much better with mutton chops. When is Games Workshop going to accept that the community demands
Oh, they'll never do it.
Rogal Dorn mutton chops?
They will never, ever do it. Because they're cowards.
They are cowards, aren't they? Rogal Dorn. I want to see how many it takes to find him with a mustache. It's got to be on like the first page, surely. Oh, there's one.
Okay, he looks a little bit too old there.
Well, I mean, it's the cosplayer. What can you do?
Yeah, but like the slightly like red nose, like it looks like
It's a bit like Father Christmas. Doesn't it?
yeah. But in there, that armor, that's
Oh, there we go.
what he looks like.
That's the real Rogal Dorn. And see, he's got a slightly receding hairline, like a man his age would. I respect that more, you know?
Yeah.
Be honest with yourself, Rogal.
Be honest.
Take the hair off your forehead and put it on your lip. That's the man we want to see. They'll never do it, will they?
Sad. Yeah, I think that, maybe rightly so, because the only canon that existed in was the Emperor text-to-speech.
Yeah, they don't want to canonize that, do they?
Yeah, because if you give even the tiniest little bit,
Yeah.
then suddenly people will be like, well, everything else was true then. And they're like,
What if they do it where after the heresy, like they do the scouring, right? Which is where the loyalists run around the galaxy and burn all the traitor worlds.
Mm-hmm.
What if they're like, at that point, he's like, when the Emperor died, I grew a mustache. So they can both be true, you know?
okay.
Like he grows a depression beard.
Right, okay, and just lets it... Also, he gets his hand cut off, right?
At some point after the heresy, before 40k, it's like 200 or 200 years after the heresy or something like that, he gets... it used to be... They changed this, I think, but originally the law was he was boarding an enemy vessel and he got cut off from the rest of them, and the only thing that survived was his hand.
Right.
And then they put that in stasis because it's the Imperial Fist, and every chapter master got to scratch their name on the bones. But then they changed it. Oh no! Originally, it was his whole skeleton was recovered.
Right, okay.
But then they retconned it to just his hand, so that they can resurrect him later if they need to.
That makes sense.
That was it.
But so maybe that was his shaving hand, and because of that,
Ah,
now he grows.
Oh, so when he comes back in like 3 or 4 years' time, he'll have a mustache.
Yeah.
Because he can't shave.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect. Yes. Because does Lionel Johnson have a beard now? He does. See, he grew a mustache and beard, so they all should.
Did he not have one originally?
I don't think so. Oh, sometimes he does.
Yeah, that's kind of how I picture like.
He does in that one. Oh, he does in that one too. I'm pretty sure the miniature doesn't, does it? Oh no, it does. Oh, I stand corrected. He's always had a beard. Yeah. Very, very neatly trimmed.
Wow, he's got a big fucking hand there.
Sure does. He doesn't there. But who knows?
I imagine him with a beard.
Yeah. Because he's meant to be King Arthur, isn't he? So,
Yeah, like a neatly cropped,
yeah.
like medieval king, that style of facial hair.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't have it, then he's gonna look too much like
Sanguinius.
or Russ or someone like that.
Yeah. Oh, that's some random music. I always hated that artwork of him. It looks nothing like any of the other artworks. Do you know what I mean? It's like just a different dude. It's weird.
He looks a bit like the wrestler Triple H.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Like a little bit.
There's quite a lot of overlap, I feel, between wrestling and the Primarchs.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They've all got their theme and gimmick, and then they always constantly like come in with the metal chair to like save someone.
Yeah.
There's quite a lot of that, and there's a lot of like, oh, it's the big showdown.
Yeah.
These two.
Keeps building up.
It's all hype, and then nothing happens. You know?
Yeah, holy moly's. Wow, that's a good comparison.
Wow. Toys sure did get bigger.
They sure did. What a big
Still haven't
head.
painted. Mine's all still primed and on. I've got them in like 5 parts and glued onto cocktail sticks because I was going to really like paint them right nice, and the overflowing robes kind of need to be separated. And the shield
super hard.
obviously all wants to be separated. But I've been too much of a coward to actually paint the fucking thing.
You can do it.
Oh, well, one day when I feel brave.
Be strong. Be strong, brother.
Anyway, where were we? Right. Yeah, I mean, how long in before there's a 3D printable fucking mutton chop that's exactly the right scale to glue onto a Rogal Dorn?
Oh, someone's got to have made that already.
Or maybe just a head, just a completely different head would be easier.
Oh, that might make more sense. Yeah, one with a little less hair and a little more facial stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's cool.
It's nice.
Have they remembered to put back in the rule that no model in your unit can move more than its movement speed?
Ooh, what, the 100 goblin reform across the table maneuver.
So you used to be able to do so like if this unit is going to pivot that much, that's going to cost them like 2 inches of movement.
Yeah.
But you used to have a mechanic where if you get within 8 inches of a goblin unit, they launch their fanatics at you. And so people would take like 30, 40 goblins in a single line, and then you wheel the first one. And that first goblin has only used 2 inches of movement because you're just pivoting this 20 mil base. But the back of it swings into your opponent's lines and then launches all of the fanatics turn one.
Yeah.
Not the way the rules are intended to be used, but it was
Technically legal until a later edition when they said no individual model can move more than its movement value.
And then people were like, of course, that's how it always should have been. But they did actually put that into writing. But I wonder if it's been long enough that they've forgotten.
I mean, considering every other rule set and how many FAQs they've had to put out for it, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, when the 10th edition launched, they forgot to say you can't reduce damage below 1.
Oh, yeah. Oh my.
Which is just like, we had that debacle in 8th edition and in 9th edition.
Yeah.
And then they forgot it again for 10th edition.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they fuck up something like that.
Yeah.